Hey anime fans, this is Chris Bolts coming in with another video. This time this video is going to be on an article that comes from our good friends over at Anime Corner. Crunchyroll CEO responds to calls to pay Japanese anime companies more money for overseas distribution. Yeah, like that'll happen here. But let's go ahead and dive into the article and see what the CEO has to say. But before I do jump into the article, do make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. All of that really helps me out. And also, I'm going to start doing this until we can get some significant signatures off in there. Please go off and do sign my change.org petition for urging Sony, Crunchyroll, and A1 Studio to release a Solo Leveling Season 3. We really want to go ahead and get that happening here. Let me pull that out by itself. So yeah, please go ahead and support that. I will leave a link in the description of this video for you guys to go ahead and do that. I'm going to leave it up right now. Let's go ahead and get some more support on that particular poll or petition there. So back to the article right here. This is from Chiki Nwane over at Anime Corner. And here's what the CEO, Rahul Perini, has to say about the distribution. There are two aspects to this. First, I want to say that Crunchyroll wants to build a sustainable anime ecosystem. That means we want to win together with our fans and creators. That's always been our focus and approach, and that's kind of interesting because at Anime Corner, there was another article that was, and to that end, they are going, Crunchyroll is helping to try to end one of the biggest piracy sites in the world. It's attracting further notoriety in New European Commission piracy. They're definitely going to fighting up against that. I know that our good friend over Chibi Reviews, he also did a video in this regard. I did not watch the video or anything like that, but I will link to the video in the description here as well. Let's go over here. So yes, high anime pirate site beats Crunchyroll viewership and will be shut down because of this. So yes, I think that Crunchyroll is helping work behind the scenes. We don't have any evidence of that or anything, but I think they are working behind the scenes to help make that happen, to take that down, which, you know, technically I really don't have a problem with it. I do not support piracy in any way, shape, or form. We just need to come up with better competitors to Crunchyroll. High Dive is trying, Netflix is trying, more on Netflix in a minute. Amazon is trying, Hulu is trying, which is basically Disney. Come up with better competition sources so that you can get more anime and don't pirate. But that being said, he continues, the CEO of Crunchyroll. As you may know, most entertainment companies enter into fixed fee agreements when licensing content, meaning they pay a set amount and the creators get the same amount whether the show is a big hit or not. But Crunchyroll is taking a different approach, calling it minimum guarantee plus revenue share. With this system, creators can receive a guaranteed minimum amount of money even if they don't achieve results. If the show becomes a hit, there is an unlimited upside. This system allows creators to invest in and produce hit shows. So that is a really good incentive there. But the downside to both of these systems, especially the first one, is I think that a lot of the creators do give up a lot of the control and freedom they have over their properties. And the case in point, Turtle Me, who was the creator of the beginning after the end, colloquially known as T-Bait. We know that the quality of the animation that is going along with that anime is just not there. It's not as big of a hit here in the States as it is over in Japan. I'll be doing a separate video on the current rankings for the week, and it'll basically show that T-Bait doesn't move, and actually it's moving downward more over here in America, but it doesn't move at all in Japan. It stays stuck within the top 10. So I think both of these will have the creator give up a good amount of control over their properties. But at least in the first one, the first type of system was the fixed fee agreement. Hey, if the show is successful or not, you're going to get paid $1 million, for an example, But with the other one, hey, you might get paid the minimum guarantee plus revenue share. You might get paid $50,000 up front, but as the show becomes more successful, like Solo Leveling, you'll probably get paid more and more up, like a commission type bonus or a royalty type share. That's probably a better system right there, a royalty type share, where, yeah, you might have got paid $50,000 up front, but by the end of this show's run, you might end up with 5, 6, maybe tens of $1 million in your account because it's gotten popular. So I can see the upsides and downsides of both systems. And so the Anime Corner says this right here. The other aspect was finding ways to monetize anime so that it was even feasible to return royalties over a long time. I mean, just speaking about that, what I was just giving an example of. And so they're going to be doing more merchandising. But I think probably what the anime studios want more access to is the data, because you want to be able to know what is actually working, what anime is actually attracting fans, who's going to buy the manga, because a lot of times this anime is really a jump board, if you will, for lack of a better word, into reading the manga. The manga is where a lot of the money is at, and definitely the merchandising. You want that type of information. So I think there's a little bit of a difficulty to both Crunchyroll and Netflix when it comes to trying to get that information. And of course, it's obviously more difficult right here for Netflix. Netflix pretty much says, nah, we just gonna pay you an upfront fee, and that is it. And if something is more special, we might try to tailor something more differently for you. But for the most part, no, it's just one payment, that's it. And here's the CEO of Netflix, Ted Sarandos, speaking on that in the last 2024 Q3 earnings call. Look, we like our model and talent likes our model. It's so much more impactful for our business if we can make our films, our shows just a little bit better, so much more impactful than making them a little bit cheaper. Bella Baharia says this very clearly a couple of weeks ago to all the talent agencies. Let's see who this Bella Baharia is. Let's see, Bella Baharia, Chief Content Officer, and of course she's very cute. She looks like she's in her mid 50s. Yep, I see her. Look at that. Look at how I call that right there. She's about 54, 55. Knows her stuff about the business. So said this very clearly a couple of weeks ago to all the talent agencies. We're not changing our compensation structure. Paying up front, something that Netflix actually pioneered, benefits creators and it benefits Netflix. I take issue with this benefits creators. It definitely does not benefit creators at all. You get a big, large sum of money, but Netflix gets to do whatever they want with your particular property. Case in point, Cowboy Bebop. Case in point, Death Note. Case in point, Bet. A lot of those anime to live action adaptations have not turned out to be really good. However, let's go ahead and continue further with what he has to say here. So for creators, Netflix takes all the financial risks so that they can focus on making the best possible version of what they're working on. And for Netflix, that model enables us to attract the best talent in the world. Now, with all that said, we have been and we continue to be, and we are open to more bespoke deals where talent is interested. Bespoke meaning custom. Now, they rarely happen because typically the talent chooses the upfront model. So we think that we have the right model and we are not looking to change it. Now, going on that bespoke deal, I bet you that is what Eiichiro Oda took out when he said, if you guys want to take on my One Piece property, you are going to make something custom for me so I can have a little bit more say about what's not just a little bit, a lot of say about how you are going to be treating my baby. I am not going to let you destroy my storied franchise. And it worked out well. And by the way, tomorrow, One Piece, the Netflix is going to be debuting a One Piece trailer, season 2 trailer into them. And I'm going to make sure to tune in for that. So I get that information right there to you. So just stay in tune for that. So yeah, both Crunchyroll and Netflix definitely do not want to have the creator and the distribution studios having that much say in what they are going to be doing with the properties, and they definitely do not want to reveal any of the information to these companies, these animation studios. They want to keep that stuff internally. So they definitely want to go ahead and get off in there, and that speaks to this right here with at Anime Japan 2025, where the Netflix VP of Content Kata Sakamoto spoke on. Netflix does not use personal information such as age and gender on the services, so we do not provide detailed data such as nationality or age group, which is often requested by partners. However, we do share feedback on creative content. For example, we analyze each episode of an anime caused by people to drop out, and during script discussions, we discuss with the production side the expected viewer reactions. To improve the accuracy of the content, we often use Netflix's data to discuss with the production side how to make the most of the rhythm of the story and the appeal of the characters. And I'll just speak to that. I just made a video earlier with regards to the Crunchyroll Anime Awards and how popularity has determined who wins or doesn't win those awards. And I hate to say this, but Delicious in Dungeon, which is a great anime, did not chart well at all. So that tells us that even though it's being renewed for a season 2, that tells us that Delicious in Dungeon was not really that popular at all with Netflix. And it'll be interesting to see if that popularity continues to trend downward for that anime if they decide to do a season 3. So sometimes Netflix does pay attention to data and make changes accordingly. Other times they're just like, who cares? We're just going to keep on doing what we want to do. But there you have it. Rahul Parini, the CEO of Crunchyroll, basically confirming that we're going to stick with the fixed fee agreement, but they are looking to explore the minimum guarantee plus revenue share, basically pay royalties, minimum guarantee. They're going to get a basically salary plus commission. Let's just put it that way. It makes it easier to make it sound like that. Salary plus commission, and then Netflix basically saying, hell no, we are sticking with we're going to pay you a large sum of money and tell you to go F yourself. But if you are a stickler like Eiichiro Oda and you want something more custom, we'll work with you. But understand, you need to be an Eiichiro Oda in order to be able to demand that type of deal. Ain't too many in Japan that's going to be able to do that. There's probably only 3 people that could. That'd be Tite Kubo before he passed away, Akira Toriyama. Then there's also Eiichiro Oda, and then the creator of Naruto. I always forget the creator of Naruto. Let's see. His name is Masashi Kishimoto. So only those 3 men, Tite Kubo, Eiichiro Oda, and Masashi Kishimoto, would probably be the only ones that can demand a bespoke deal with Netflix. But those are my thoughts. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think Crunchyroll is exercising too much muscle? Netflix definitely is exercising too much muscle. But do you think Crunchyroll is doing the same, exercising too much muscle on these Japanese anime companies and denying them better pay deals, as well as denying them critical data that would help them better merchandise and market their properties? Or do you think everything's pretty much fair? Jump down in the comments and let me know. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. And if you watched this video all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. All that support really helps me out. And remember, this is Chris Bolt signing off, and I will catch you guys in the next video. You take it easy.